well through it, but the Johnson grass coming up in it. I'm trying to leave the grass in it to hold the ground just a little bit. Here's a little overview of the cedar I'm using on the alfalfa seeding. It is a Great Plains, no, it's a Land Pride, excuse me. NTS 2511, which is 11 feet wide. For this country, it's a pretty good size grass drill. We use it mainly for overseeding grass and pasture, and does a real good job on that part. It is a solid stand seeder, which means the seed meters, it comes right straight out of the seed meters, does not go through a disc. It goes to a flat plate right underneath there. Sorry, the sun is bright this morning. And it hits a plate, drops down, and just scatters. Basically a broadcasting, but it goes right straight down in front of these cultipacker discs, which are excellent in giving it seed to soil contact. You can plant seed right straight on sod ground, and that will give it a little bit of contact. This particular cedar is a little bit unique. There's a small seed box on the top that is for like alfalfas and clovers. This is where I'm going to put the alfalfa. And those seed meters are right here. Same thing as the back ones, only just small. And they tube down and go onto that same flat plate underneath there, which broadcasts it evenly. Can't stand that hitch, but that's another story. Just all hydraulic driven, or hydraulic lift. Now this is what is unique about this particular one. And these rollers are adjustable for angle. I'm going to run them straight in this loose ground, but they roll and create in harder ground. They'll create the little holes, and then you can offset them like on a disc, and they'll do a kind of a little bit of a slice. But as you can see, in our country we got a lot of rock, and that's the issue with these. That's, you hit a rock with the weight of this thing, I think it weighs about 8,000 pounds or better. There's 8,000 pounds if you hit one little rock on top of one of those little tines sticking out there. But guess what? A lot of them break. The company has given us new ones to try. They've beefed them up. They made them different. I don't think they're going to work too awful good in this country because of the rock. And we have a lot of rock. We have a lot of good ground, but we have a lot of rock as well. This is a big seed box. Just like any other cedar. Some feed rates. You have to go to the book on most things we seed, because nothing ever is even, doesn't work with that as well. But anyway, just wanted to give you an overview of the cedar I'm going to use on this alfalfa. You can turn the little cedar off, and here's the meter for the little one. And I didn't show the meter for the big one, but the meter for the big one is right up underneath there, and that's just how you set it for your output. It's a good cedar, does an excellent job, and I'm really expecting. My problem with this alfalfa is it's already gotten dry on us late, and I hope if it turns off a drought this summer, well, I'm going to throw $2,500 worth of seed away because it won't do anything seeding it this late, but I'm taking a chance. My dad used to say Columbus took a chance, so we're farmers. That's what we have to do. And then there's my old 6410. Great little old tractor. It's 100 horse, but it just kind of does everything we need to do. I stuck that loader on it a couple years ago just for roll bales and whatnot. We feed with it in the winter. It very seldom gets to run around with no loader on it now, but just because it's so handy. But it's a good tractor. Gonna have to put rear tires on it in the next year. But all in all, it's a good outfit. NTS 2511 Land Pride. Real close to a Great Plains. They both make good outfits to seed with. But like I say, it's not what we call a slit seeder, which has disc openers for every row, and they put them in typically 7-inch rows. I like this one because it is, when it comes up, it's solid, just like you broadcast it. And the color packers do the excellent job in the back. And when you set it down, these back wheels come off the ground, and all the weight is on the tongue and this color packer wheel in the back, which are solid cast iron. There's where the weight is. We're finally gonna get to seed some alfalfa. 8 o'clock at night, we're gonna get it seeded. After the first round, I noticed alfalfa was not coming out of one of the little seed tubes, so this is the first time this seeder had been used since early spring, and a spider had built a nest in the top of the seed tube on one of them, so had to just take the seed tube off and clean him out. A little bit dusty today. It was a little bit damp yesterday morning when I cut it. It's got plenty of moisture underneath. Of course, a nice little shower would work real good right after today, but it sounds like we're going to get it. Using the little cruiser here, just really playing with it, trying to learn how to use it. Use it for a sprayer. All it is just guidance. It helps you a little bit. And like I say, I'm trying to learn how to use it. I can see where I've been and where I'm going. Sometimes you can't. And you need to know how to use it when you can. Got quite a few rocks in this field. I picked up a bunch yesterday. And this particular seeder's got a color packer on the back of it, extremely heavy. You hit one rock and the whole machine jumps up. It's hard on it. So I'm just driving along right here at 4.5 or so. I sowed over on that side last night till dark. And when I got out and looked, I was out of seed in a couple of places. I got some skips, but my plan is to go over the whole thing again anyway. Makes for a better job seeding. Get in there where there's no rocks. I'm running on 5.7 right now. You can see a few rocks laying around here and there. And I just slow down a notch when I see one. And I've been over this field 5 or 6 times, so I kind of know where the worst places are. There's a killdee nest. I dodged it all day yesterday. I believe they've hatched. Because I don't think I saw a thing in there. I'm gonna stop to look next time. I'll leave it out. The whole little spot around her. The little guys are cute. Look like cotton balls running around when they're first born. And they take off running, I guess, as soon as they're born. I don't know. But they're funny looking. I wouldn't dare run over in the nest yesterday. And I believe they're gone. You have to get out every few rounds, half hour or so. Check your seed boxes, seed tubes, make sure everything's good on this plant. What I did all day yesterday. We gotta go check the killdee nest to see if she's gone. Well, they hatched. I found some egg fragments. Either that or coon got them, but I think they hatched and they're gone. I haven't seen them yet. When they're a day old, they're hard to see. When Mama's running around here, she'll put them under her wing and cover them up, try to protect them. They can run pretty fast. It's fun to watch them run, and they trip and fall and stagger. But they're amazing. Got a drilled well right in the middle of the field. I'll have to fight it from now on. if you don't have steering on your tractor, it's hard to stay on the line, I tell you. I had one once, but this little cruiser was sitting over here, just like some of this stuff. This is for other stuff. But we decided if I'm going to try to drive by it, I want it right here, where I can see where I'm going. I can peripheral vision. I can see the lights telling you where to go. Whereas if you have to keep doing this, number one, it gets tiresome, it gets old, and it's even worse staying on than it is with this thing. So, well, I had a seed mix. It was hard to know how to set that seeder for that seed mix. So it didn't come out obviously perfect. Nothing ever does. I wanted to do half one time, half the next. And I'd love to go in here and split the middle of the tracks. This is a solid stand seeder with cultipacker wheels on the back. It's going to be hard to tell where I've been. I'm going to go down on the other end and set an AB line and see how it works. I'm going to change the settings on these front wheel things and put a little bit more out, put all the rest of my alfalfa in. I've got all my grass in right now. Set us another AB line. See if I can figure out how to do it. And I see some skips in this. I'm trying to split this first one right in the middle. Theoretically, make the rest of them in the middle, but it don't work that way. One thing good about this seeder is it's got those cultipackers on the back for seed to soil contact. One thing bad about this seeder are those cultipackers on the back for rock contact. Good rock. Well, it wasn't as big as I thought it was, but it was big enough to pick up. Well, I'm just trying to get all the seed out of the drill. Spend $2,500 on seed. I'm going to use every drop of it. I'm going over a few places. Got it worked out. All right, it came out, you know, it's never comes out right, but we got it finished up, got a little bit left. We're just going over some weak places, drainage areas, put a little bit extra on them. I've been over probably 30 acres, sowing this 12, just to sow it. Went over it 5 times with the land leveler, trying to get it as smooth as possible. Still doesn't suit me going crossways on these tracks. I can't get them out of it. I was doing 9 mile an hour with the land leveler, and that's the way I'm going to cut it. It's a long straight field. It'll cut nice. We finally got it done. Basically June 1st. Should have been May 15th. We're 15, 20 days later, I'd like to be. The weather wouldn't let us. We put it out too early. The frost would have got it this year. We had frost way up in May. Glad I didn't do it then. I lost that $2,500. $3,000 worth of fertilizer. And I hope it works. That's just all we can say.
Well, I sowed this last Saturday and Sunday. It is now Thursday of the following week. We just got our first rain, a little bit this afternoon. I am so afraid we're gonna get a big storm. It'll destroy this field, as we do. We got water that comes out of that pond. That next drainage up there, there's 2 more drainages up there. It'll destroy it if we get a big rain. And it's absolutely perfect right now. This really looks good. There's the seed still laying on the ground because it has not rained. It was powder when I sowed it. After this little rain, a couple of days you can start seeing it sprout. But anyway, I'm just so afraid. Every time I sow anything like this and get it worked out good, it winds up coming a flood. And then you got to come in and rip up the ditches and re-sow it, and it's a mess. And it'll have little finger ditches and all the rest of it. It's not like it's just going to wash in one place. If we get the right rain, a 4 or 5 inch rain, which they're talking about a hurricane rain next week, possibly. Whatever. My luck. There's that alfalfa. It's coming up, looking good. Just it needs some rain on it now.